Welcome back to EastLink Magazine, where we tackle all the good news. Now it's time for our cover story.
Yep, it's all recyclable.
Doing what you love is one of the most important aspects of any job. For business owners Darryl and Cindy Lentz, going to work is pretty easy. With the details, here's Dave Sigsworth.
Yeah, I can't handle it anymore. I've got pottery on the brain.
You have to have fun at what you do, right? At Right Off the Bat Pottery Studio, they have as much fun working as they do playing. But don't let that jokester attitude fool you. They can turn out pottery at a rapid pace. Cindy Lentz took a pottery class in the 90s while working in Ontario. After a few years of playing, she opened her studio in 2008 and is trying hard to appeal to both the male and female clientele.
Our pottery is, like Darryl says, kind of meat and potatoes, and I'm always looking for ideas that attract male and female. It's very easy to please the female side with pottery because women love pottery, but it's not so easy to capture the men. And I thought, well, a license plate is something that's truly unique. It is Prince+Edward+island, and the plate that I got a hold of was the place to be in '73, which it just spoke. It just needed to be out there in clay form.
Cindy's husband, Darryl, was starting to notice a trend in his wife's behavior.
She was spending so much time at the Kingston Pottery Club that I started to think, well, the only way I'm going to see her is if I start to get involved too. So I started out as her helper, which didn't last very long because I kind of got bored of it, and I started to play around doing some hand building and discovered that that was not my cup of tea either, and I started playing around on the wheel. Cindy tried to teach me on the wheel itself, and that didn't work out very well because we weren't thinking the same way. She was thinking in an abstract way, and I was thinking more angles and physics. So I thanked her very much, and I figured it out on my own.
Darryl Lentz will tell you rather quickly, Cindy is the artist in the relationship.
Cindy dreams up different sort of things. Wouldn't it be nice if we could la 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 la? And then we'll sit down together and try to figure out, can we reproduce that accurately, because we want our retailers to be able to order the same thing next year as they did the previous year, and it looks the same, and there's no surprises. So we'll decide if we can reproduce something faithfully and for the price, again, because we want people to be able to afford it, and then we'll go from there.
Right Off the Bat Pottery Studio started growing basically right off the bat. The Lentz pair quickly realized they were going to need someone to keep their things in line.
Honestly, I'm overwhelmed with how many customers we have and just the amount of work that needs to be done. It's grown significantly since I started, and I started in the middle of 2008. With Cindy, and then when Darryl came on board, it's even better now because the production's getting done and it's getting out and people are happy.
Both Cindy and Darryl Lentz would be very upset if their pottery was put on a shelf and never used.
It's for entertaining, it's for use. So I don't try to think of something that is just going to hang on the wall. I want to actually think of how I can actually use it. So we do mostly dishes, and I hate to cook. It's kind of odd because I hate to cook, yet I love to watch what they serve their pots, the pots that they serve their meals on.
We concentrate on functional stoneware. We've always tried to make pottery that is usable, not something to sit on a shelf. Because in the end, our dream, our goal, is to go to a dinner party of some sort to acquaintances, not real friends, but acquaintances, and the circle will be completed when we see some of our work on their table, and they didn't know it was our work.
In Kincora, Prince Edward Island, I'm Dave Sigsworth for EastLink Magazine.